Hello everybody, it's me again, Mario Banks. You all know me as Banks FX. I welcome you to today's video. Today we'll be talking about candlesticks and the important candlestick you're supposed to use when trading in this space, this market. Heading straight to what we have here today. You see, when trading, you trade candlesticks at important level. You need to note this down, every single thing I say. You need to trade candlesticks at important level. You don't just trade candlestick at anywhere in the market. No, it is not done that way. If you should do it the wrong way, you get slapped out from this market. You just need to calm down, wait for market to come to your zone, your important zone of confluence. The zones that you know that okay, this market is going to turn. Then you wait for the market to get to that zone, and the next thing, you wait for candlestick confirmations. Now, what are the candlesticks that you're supposed to use? I will give you some few important candlesticks. There are several types of candlesticks in this market. There are several ones in the market, but what I will be showing you today, are important candlestick that you're supposed to use when you're trading. Now, number one, hammer. What a hammer? When you see hammer in the market, it's just trying to indicate to you that okay, we are about to go on a bull run. We are about to go bullish in the market. And when you see hammer at an important level, remember, you don't just trade it because maybe banks said, okay, if I should see hammer in the market, I should just buy. No, don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying here is that once you see hammer at important level, zones that you already know that this market is supposed to buy, now you now see hammer at that zone. This is already a confluence trying to tell you that okay, I'm supposed to buy here. Since I've seen hammer, which is already indicating to me that we are about to go bullish. Whenever you see hammer in the market, it shows you that we are going bullish. Now, that is how hammer is supposed to look like in the market. The arrow pointing to that candlestick right there. That is how hammer is supposed to look like. It has a lower shadow at least twice as big as real body. That is how a hammer is supposed to look like. Now, if you should note, I believe this hammer was spotted at an important level. That was why the market went bullish. If you should see, as the hammer appeared in that zone, the market started going bullish. This is also a hammer here. This is a hammer in this place. The hammer is trying to tell you, okay, we are going bullish in this particular zone. And this hammer was spotted at an important level, not just any level, because these candlesticks, you are going to be seeing them literally in every part of the market, every part. But the ability for you to know that okay, I only trade them when I see them in important level. That is what makes you different from the rest. Now, the next one we'll be going into is what we call the shooting star. The shooting star is going to be our second candlestick that we'll be using today. The shooting star is also trying to tell you that okay, there's actually a rejection at a particular zone. We are about to go bearish in the market. When you see the shooting star, the first thing that should come in your mind is that okay, the market is actually rejecting. Same as the hammer. When you see a hammer at a level, you know that okay, this market is actually rejecting that we are buying. Same thing now applies to the shooting star. Once you see this shooting star at an important level that you want to trade, that okay, this market should go bearish. Once you see the shooting star, the next thing that should come to your mind is that okay, we are going to sell at this particular zone. Now look at the shooting star at that level up there where every arrow is pointing to. I just did it tonight to be very clear for you to see and understand. Once the shooting star should appear at a particular zone, important zone, zone of confluence, zone that you already know that okay, we are supposed to go bearish in this zone. Once your market gets to that zone, the next thing you wait for is candlestick confirmation. And now the first candlestick confirmation you can use in a bearish market, now you can just okay, let me wait for a shooting star to appear. Once you see a shooting star appearing at that particular zone, you already know that okay, now I've seen some confirmation here again that we are going bearish. But don't get it twisted. When you're trading, there are several things you look into, not only candlesticks. There are several things you look into that okay, I can trade a bearish market or I can buy a market. But for now, let's just go one step at a time. Now, when you see a shooting star in the market, you already know that we are going bearish. Now, this is also an example of a shooting star. A shooting star appeared at an important level, indicating that we are going bearish in the market. Once the shooting star appeared, what happened next? The market started going bearish. We went straight downward. This is also an example of a shooting star. And something I want everybody to know here is that it doesn't matter the name you call all these things, because there are several types. It's just people trying to give them name. Serious, to be frank with ourselves, people are just trying to name them. Anybody can name them. I believe that if you should go to some sites now, they will not actually call it shooting star, they will call it another name. Everybody tends to give these candlesticks name to what suits them. You can give it your own name, but the popular ones that are there is we name them shooting star and the rest. You understand? If you can see, shooting star is just, it is kind of related to what we call hammer in the market. I told you hammer, we are buying. When you see a hammer at an important level, we are buying. But once you see a shooting star at an important level that you know that we are going to sell at that level, you now see a shooting star appearing in that level, the next thing that should come to your mind, okay, we are selling. Now, look at shooting star. Shooting star is also close, is related to hammer in the shape there. If you can see, it's also looking like a hammer, but this time it is appearing an upside down procedure, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So don't get it twisted. It's just trying to say the same thing, but a different trend. Now, the third candlestick will be going in today that is very important in the market. Remember, I'm giving you important candlesticks. You don't just go and pick all the candlesticks. They are just, to me, they are useless. You understand? I will show you what my mentor taught me when I was trying to learn. Then you understand, and I've tested everything I'm showing you is tested and trusted. Now, this is a dodgy candlestick in the market. Now, this dodgy candlesticks, once you see the dodgy in the market, the dodgy is trying to tell you that okay, the market is actually trying to reject that zone. You already know that zone is supposed to buy, or the zone is supposed to sell. Now, once you now see this dodgy, the dodgy is like a plus, whereby nobody is actually making decision in the market. The buyer is neither making decision, the sellers are neither making decision. The market is just, the candlestick just closed at the middle. It is just like a cross. You can use a cross sign to remember it. Anyone you feel like. But this is exactly how the dodgy is supposed to look like. Now, in this picture here, what you'll be seeing, we have the common dodgy, long-legged dodgy, dragonfly dodgy, gravestone dodgy. But what I will tell you, the ones that will appear the most and the ones I will believe you want to trade the most is the common dodgy. You can just do away with what the common dodgy there. Just call it dodgy. There is no need of putting common dodgy, blah blah blah. All those things are just useless. You understand? You just say dodgy. Once you see a dodgy at a particular important zone that you want to trade, the dodgy is neither indicating that okay, the market is going to buy or the market is going to sell. The dodgy, once you see the dodgy at any level, the dodgy is very different from hammer. Once you see hammer, you know we are going bullish. Once you see what's it called? Once you see the shooting star, you know that we are going bearish. Now, once you see the dodgy, we can buy or we can sell, depending on where it is appearing. If it is appearing at a zone you want to buy, once you see a dodgy, you know that okay, I'm buying at that zone. The dodgy has appeared, showing that the market is actually rejecting that zone. Once you see a doji at a selling point, a selling zone, you can also sell at that zone, because it's already indicating that okay, the market is actually rejecting that zone, showing that we are going bearish. You understand? It is very easy if you know how to apply it. Just apply it at a particular zone that you want to trade. You don't apply candlesticks in every part of the market. No, it is very wrong. You'll be slapped out of the market. You only use candlesticks at important level. Try as much as possible to remember important zone you already marked out, that once the market should get to this zone, is either I'm buying or I'm selling. Now once you see all this candlestick I've mentioned, now the next thing you do is to execute your trade and buy or you sell. And now this is a picture showing a doji at an important level. The market was going up initially, going to it was a bullish market. The market was going up. All of a sudden, the doji appeared in that important level there. The next thing that should come to your mind is that wow, this market is trying to sell. We are about to sell in this market. And what happened next? The market reversed and started selling. That is just the doji for you. Now moving to the next candlestick we are having here. Now okay, let me also see something here. Let me zoom out so you see something. If you see this important level here at the trend line, the market was supposed to bounce at this trend line. The market was supposed to obey this trend line, because the trend line was serving as a support level for the market not to break below. Now you already know that once the market should come to this trend line, the next thing you're about to do is to buy. Now before you buy, now the market came to this line. The next thing you wanted to do is that okay, let me wait for candlestick confirmation. And I told you that once you see a doji at an important level, the next thing you do, you execute your trade. You don't want to know now if the market is in a bearish formation or in a bullish formation. Once a doji should appear in the zone you want to buy or sell, you execute your trade. And what happened? When the market came down to this line, to your trend line, all of a sudden the doji appeared in that region, showing you that the market is already rejecting that zone. The next thing you do, you execute your trade. You understand? It is very simple, very simple. Now let me move to the next one. The next one we're having here is the bullish engulfing candle. Very important. This is one of the candlesticks that are also important in the market if you can spot them. Bullish engulfing candle. What is an engulfing candle? It's just trying to tell you that the candle, the bullish candle is supposed to be bigger than the bearish candle. If you get what I'm saying. Once you spot a candlestick format like this, the next thing you should expect is for market to buy. Remember, when we say the bullish engulfing, the body of the bullish candle is supposed to be bigger than the bearish candle. Once you see, that's why it is being called engulfing. It is covering the previous bearish candle. Once you see the bullish candle, the body is supposed to be bigger than the bearish candle, showing that it is engulfing the bearish candle, showing you that okay, the strength of the buyers are much here. The strength of the buyers are much in the market than that of the sellers here. The bullish engulfing is trying to tell you that okay, we're actually buying in this zone, and you don't trade it at any zone. You only trade it at an important level in the market. You don't just trade candlesticks in any way, any part of the market. You trade it at important zones where you already know that is either I'm buying or I'm selling at this zone. That is where you now apply candlestick confirmation. The bullish candlestick confirmation is also important in the market. Now let's move to the next one. Still the bullish engulfing candle. If you can check this candlestick out, you notice that the bullish candle was bigger than the previous bearish candle that formed in that zone, showing you that the strength of the buyers is getting bigger while the strength of the sellers is getting weaker, showing you that okay, the strength of these buyers now is as big, is very big in the market. So the next thing you do in this place is to execute your trade and start buying ASAP. There's no need of you waiting again, because the candlestick has already confirmed everything you need in the market. You understand? So that is it for today. These are the candlesticks that you need for trading. These are the candlesticks. These are important candlesticks I just gave you guys. You understand? Start applying it, and please, I will always tell you in every video I will post here, try as much as possible to back test every single thing we do. You don't just assume that, okay, I've written it down, I know it already. It is not done that way. You back test, you practice, you back test, you practice, you engage them, you practice, you back test. That is what will make you good in this market, in this space. Thank you very much for staying up to this time with me. I remain your boy, Banks FX, known as Mary Banks. You know how we do. You know how we do. See you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.